What would happen if you were to gather 20 individuals from all walks of life and ask them to write a book on a controversial issue, say God or how to be saved? Find some individuals who are well educated, such as kings, IRS agents, and doctors. Then find some who are less educated, such as musicians and poets, and some with no education, such as fishermen, shepherds, and farmers. Place them in 3 different continents and inform them not to communicate with each other, even by phone or internet. Place some of them in prison, others in some ruined city, and some in exile. Make sure these individuals speak at least 3 different languages. Then collect the writings of these 20 individuals and compile a book with 20 chapters entitled God or How to be Saved. Now, what kind of a book would you have? A confusing book with 20 different opinions. Maybe the title of this book should be 20 different ways on who God is, or 20 different ways on how to get saved. Today, if you were to pick up a science book that's 10 years old, it would be considered obsolete, it would pass away, but not the Bible. The Bible, which is comprised of 66 books, was written not by 20 but 40 different authors on 3 different continents, Africa, Asia, and Europe. Moses wrote in the desert of Sinai, while Paul wrote in a Roman prison. Daniel wrote in exile in Babylon, while Ezra wrote in the destroyed city of Jerusalem. Many of them did not know each other. They wrote over a 1500-year period. They had about 20 different occupations. Some were kings, prophets, musicians, physicians, shepherds, tax collectors, farmers, fishermen, judges, and the list goes on. Moses was educated in Egypt, Solomon was a king, Peter was a fisherman, Luke was a doctor, Amos was a shepherd, Matthew was a tax collector, and so forth. The Bible was written in 3 languages, Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. Yet the Bible possesses an amazing unity with no errors or contradictions. The Bible covers hundreds of topics, yet has one central theme: God's redemption of man and all of creation. The reason why the Bible is so unique is because it was written by one author, the Holy Spirit. The writers and the writings were controlled by the Holy Spirit. If you were to write your name on a piece of paper, it would be you who wrote your own name and not the pen. The pen is powerless on its own. You are the force behind the pen, and God was the force behind the 40 authors who wrote the Bible. Men who question the Bible are nothing but a speck on a speck, living in a speck, who are deceived thinking they are so spectacular. A good gospel tract from Living Waters mentions how many years back men argued that the earth was a flat disk, that all the stars are the same, that there were only 1,100 stars, and that the ocean's floor was flat. Science today believes the earth is a sphere, that each star is different, that there are countless numbers of stars, and that the ocean floor contains deep valleys and mountains. Well, the Bible said that all along in Isaiah 40:22, 1 Corinthians 15:41, Jeremiah 33:22, 2 Samuel 22:16, and Jonah 2:6.